Welcome to the first installment in the Lee Priest Open. This is a tournament that I am putting on featuring 16 versions of this man, Lee Priest. This is going to be exciting. It's not just exclusive to any one event. Of course, there is a few Mr. Olympias in there as well as Arnold Classics. Like I said, this is probably going to be my favorite one to judge, and I hope it's the favorite one of you guys as well to watch. Now, I'm going to list off every different version here in the first round of action. But of course, I'm going to begin with the 1994 Night of Champions versus the 1996 Ironman Pro. And like I said, we will be doing that match in just a short minute here, but I'm going to list the rest of them off. The second match is the 1997 Ironman Pro versus the 97 Arnold Classic. Now you'll notice 95 is missing there. Not his best year. The third match, another 97 matchup. The 1997 Mr. Olympia. Ooh, the first Olympia. That version takes on the 1997 Grand Prix Hungary. That might be a personal favorite of mine just by skimming through and looking at them. Next match, we move on to 1998. The Mr. Olympia takes on the 1999 Mr. Olympia. Battle of the Mr. O's. And that is only half of the action. Let's scurry on over to the other side because we're almost 2 minutes in. Let's hurry on up. The 2000 Night of Champions goes against the 2000 Mr. Olympia. Next match, 2001 Ironman Pro goes against the 2002 Arnold Classic. Next match features the 02 Mr. Olympia version against the 2004 Ironman Pro. A lot of Ironman Pros there. And the final match in the first round of action features the 05 Arnold Classic against, yet again, another Ironman Pro, this time the 2006 version. So like I said, we're way past 2 minutes. Let's get this started, ring-a-ding-ding. And I know I was selling this as being the best ever tournament, the best comparison tournament so far. And I have to say, this is the weakest in the way of comparisons that I've ever seen. Now, that says nothing about the tournament. As we all know, early blooming flowers are never there in the fall. This is a weak beginning, but I'm telling you, this is going to be an awesome event. I just showed this because it was the only front relaxed position I could find of the Ironman Pro. We're not even going to count this. He's not flexing. Let's use our discretion on this one and move on to the first actual pose. And I must say, there will definitely be a point awarded in this one. What a blowout. This is obvious to anybody that knows anything about bodybuilding. The Ironman Pro is just blasting, and I mean howitzering that the 1994 Night of Champions out of the whatever. Look at the size difference of those arms. Just huge. I'm sure in 94 his arms were big enough, and then just boom. I remember I heard an interview Jay Cutler saying he first met Lee Priest. He said those arms were massive, and they are huge. Definitely a blowout of a point for the 96 Ironman Pro. Here in the front lat spread, and I must say, 94 is definitely snapping the shot a whole lot better. Look at that display. Of course, he is tilted thusly, and that is very vexing to me. I love the front-on shots, the exact angle and everything. We're going for the best version here, not exactly which one looks better or more aesthetic. And when it comes to the better version, look at the legs. Now, tell me if I'm wrong. Those legs in 96 are a whole lot better, are they not? And have a good look at the arms, the biceps in particular. The delts look pretty good, actually, in 94, but biceps, triceps, massive of the 96 version. I don't know. Combining all these poses, I still say the 96 Ironman Pro with that blowout of a victory in the double bi is still in the lead. And if that lead was in question, there is definitely no question in my mind now. 96 Ironman Pro is just galloping ahead of the 94 Night of Champions. look at the arms. Whenever the arms are a big factor in the pose, of course, the Ironman Pro is just going to be head and shoulders above the 94 version. Look at the striations, the feathering in that tricep. Unreal. Good pose. I like this version. And here is our first and only back shot in this comparison. This is confusing. This is definitely a hard decision to make. Judging by the back, and it appears that the conditioning is far better in the 96 in Ironman Pro. Look at the lower back, the lower lat insertions. But then you look at the hamstrings. Oh my soul. Why does he do this to me? I really don't know which way to go on this one. I'm definitely leaning slightly towards the 94. I have to look at the hamstrings, and they're soft in 96. Maybe he's not flexing. I don't know. Either way, I still say the 96 still has a slight advantage. 2 blowout poses in the side tricep and the front double bi. But I'm telling you, it's close. And after this ab and thigh shot, it's even closer. This is a tough one. The legs are more feathered in 94. I think it's a toss-up as far as the waistlines. I like maybe the abs better in 96. The obliques perhaps a little bit more diced in 94. But the feathering in the legs in 94 may take this. The legs look about twice as big, though, in 96. What a tough little battle to begin this one off. This is going to be a tough tournament to judge. I'm actually surprised here in the most muscular, the clavicle width is going to 94. Although I did notice in another shot there, his delts are more than a match for the 96 version. Actually, in this shot here, the arms as well, the biceps and triceps, might have got the sizes wrong in this, or perhaps he's just not snapping the shot properly. One thing is for sure, though, the advantage in the legs definitely is swinging back to 96. I'm here to tell you that this matchup here is a very difficult one to judge. But taking all things into consideration, I still have 96 in the lead. That's a strong memory of that front double bicep blowout. Now, we will finish it off with this side chest pose. Of course, it's not a head-on-head comparison, so hard to make a real decision based on this pose. But if I had to, I guess I would say the skin is a little bit thinner of 96. Might be in a little bit better condition as well. Of course, now the size of the arms and that chest, the bowing chest, looks maybe a little bit better in 94. This is a tough one. Every pose was close except for this one here, the front double bicep, as well as the side tricep. I think the combined power of those two poses is just bullying any advantage that 94 had. So, based on this pose, basically, the 1996 Ironman Pro is your winner, and the first version to advance on in this tournament. And of course, the next match featured in these brackets pits the 1997 Ironman Pro against the 97 Arnold Classic version of Lee fucking Priest. I hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good day.